Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually inaugurates 3 high-throughput COVID-19 testing labs in Noida, Mumbai and Kolkata. Mean improvement in Assam flood situation, 2,000 villages in 22 districts still submerged. Country surpasses 9 lakh COVID-19 recovery mark. Assam too sees less new COVID-19 cases in comparison to tests conducted. Record 5 lakh COVID-19 tests conducted in the country within 24 hours, states Indian Council of Medical Research. And Assam Chief Minister lays foundation stone of second phase of construction of houses under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana in Nagaon. Good evening viewers, welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Sangeeta Bhattacharjee. Now with the details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually inaugurated 3 high-throughput COVID-19 testing labs in Noida, Mumbai and Kolkata. Prime Minister Modi lauded the preemptive approach India undertook towards the containment of the deadly menace COVID-19. In this, he highlighted the immense contribution of the COVID warriors in containing the pandemic. The minister informed that starting from just one testing facility in Pune, Maharashtra, only 6 months ago, the country has now more than 1,300 such testing facilities and is planning to establish COVID-19 testing facilities in every district in the country. These 3 new testing facilities will be able to test over 1,000 samples a day. These labs will also reduce turnaround time and exposure of lab personnel to infectious clinical materials.
देश के करोड़ों नागरिक कोरोना वैश्विक महामारी से बहुत बहादुरी से लड़ रहे हैं। आज जिन हाईटेक स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट टेस्टिंग फैसिलिटी का लॉन्च हुआ है, उससे पश्चिम बंगाल, महाराष्ट्र और उत्तर प्रदेश को कोरोना के खिलाफ लड़ाई में और ताकत मिलने वाली है। साथियों, दिल्ली, एनसीआर, मुंबई और कोलकाता आर्थिक गतिविधियों के भी बड़े सेंटर हैं। यहां देश के लाखों युवा अपने कैरियर को, अपने सपनों को पूरा करने आते हैं। अब तीनों जगह टेस्ट की जो उपलब्ध कैपेसिटी है, उसमें 10,000 टेस्ट की कैपेसिटी और जुड़ने जा रही है। अब इन शहरों में टेस्ट और ज्यादा तेजी से हो सकेंगे।
While the flood situation saw a lean improvement in some parts of the state, some areas still continue to reel under the impact of flood waters. With over 2,000 villages submerged under flood waters, more than 24 lakh people are affected in 22 districts of Assam. Dhemaji, Dhubri, Borpeta, Chirang are among some of the affected districts. As of now, over 46,000 inmates are seeking shelter in 267 camps across the state. Meanwhile, over 100 lives have been lost due to the floods till date. Rescue and relief operations by SDRF, including the local people, is under progress. In Arunachal Pradesh, the mighty Siang River continues to erode large patches of land in Mebo subdivision in East Siang district. Most of the 17 villages under Mebo subdivision have come under the impact of the massive erosion this year, as the river is changing course towards the left dangerously and at a rapid pace. This year too, the river is seen to wipe off around a kilometer portion of the historic 100-kilometer long Mebo Thola road. The 70-year-old road connects Tinsukia district of Assam and East Siang and Lower Dibang Valley districts of Arunachal Pradesh. Local villagers have also lost several acres of fertile agricultural lands. On the other hand, the villagers are taking action to save themselves and have started to build and erect bamboo porcupine structures in the worst affected areas in a bid to stop the erosion.
ये मेबोतु डोलारोत है। मेबोतु डोलारोत है, ये बहुत पुराना रास्ता है। ये जो इरोटेट हुआ है, ये जस्ट 2 दिन पहले हुआ है, 2 डेज पहले का बात है। उसका पहले सही सलामत था। पानी तो ज़रूर इरोट होके आ रहा था, लेकिन इरोशन तो कंटिन्यू हो रहा था। फिर भी रास्ता गया है 2 दिन पहले। डेट बोलेगा तो 23-24 ऐसा में ही ये रास्ता खत्म हुआ है।
In the national corona update, total recoveries from COVID-19 today surpassed 9 lakh mark. With this, the recovery rate now stands at nearly 64%. Delhi stands at top position with 87.95% recovery rate, while Ladakh, Haryana, Telangana and Assam are among the top performing states and union territories with recovery above 74%. Meanwhile, the total number of cases stands at 14,40,371, out of which 4,85,114 account as active cases. Total cases have recovered is 9,21,303, while the total death toll rose to 32,866. Maharashtra leads with a total of 3,75,799, followed by Tamil Nadu with a total of 2,13,723. In the corona update from Assam, through a tweet by Himanta Biswa Sharma on July 26th, it was informed that around 1,142 persons were detected COVID-19 positive out of the 20,542 tests carried out in the last 24 hours. This implies that the rate of positives is low at 5.55%, a good news. As per data, the total number of COVID-19 cases stands at 32,228, out of which 8,106 account as active patients. With 985 patients discharged on the 26th of July, the total number of recovered now stands at 24,040, while the death toll has touched 79. In the corona update from the region, a gradual increase in the number of COVID-19 cases is seen in almost all these states. In view of this, Sikkim government has issued an order for the period of lockdown to be extended across the state till the 1st of August, 6 a.m. As for the other states, in Assam, total cases stand at 32,228, recovered 24,040 and death at 79. Arunachal Pradesh, total cases 1,158, recovered 505 and death 3. Meghalaya, total cases 702, recovered 135 and death 5. Manipur, total cases 2,235 and recovered 1,554 and death 0. Mizoram, total cases 361, recovered 193 and death 0. Nagaland, total cases 1,339, recovered 549 and death at 4. Sikkim, total cases 545, recovered 148, death 0. And finally, Tripura with total cases at 3,900, recovered 2,361 and death 13. In Tripura, the process of sampling and antigen testing of COVID-19 has started at a massive rate across the state from today. Everyone involved in the health department, including ASHA workers, MPWs, Anganwadi workers, are going from house to house for this work. Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb through social media urged everyone to come forward and to play their due role in presenting the true picture of the disease in the state. Chief Minister also reiterated that current information from public will give a clear understanding about COVID-19 scenario of the state and will be helpful in fighting this disease. In the latest on corona from across the world, total number of cases stands at 1,64,42,334, while 1,64,634 recoveries have been recorded so far. Total death toll stands at over 6,50,000, with the United States leading with 43,71,839 total COVID-19 cases, followed by Brazil with 24,19,901 total cases. Indian Council of Medical Research ICMR today said that a record 5,15,472 tests of coronavirus samples were conducted by the various laboratories within 24 hours. So far, laboratories have conducted 1,68,06,803 tests in the country. ICMR is continuously ramping up the testing facilities in the country. At present, 1,310 laboratories across India are conducting the tests for COVID-19, including 906 government laboratories and 404 private laboratory chains. Assam Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal laid the ceremonial foundation stone of the second phase of construction of houses under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana in Nagaon district of Assam today. The project is estimated at an expenditure of 749.52 crore rupees. In a meeting held in this connection at the historical Khagan Mahant Auditorium, the Chief Minister said that this ambitious project in a long time will be able to lift the spirits of the poor and needy since 72 years of independence. Sonowal stated that 3 lakh houses have already been constructed and around 2.84 lakh houses started under the earlier government too have been completed within the stipulated time. However, under this project, 25,000 more houses are scheduled to be completed within the next month. Along with Khagan Mahant Minister for Water Resource and Minister of State for Urban Development, Piyush Hajarika, local MLA Rupak Sharma MLA from Roha and Morigaon MLA were also present.
এটা সাধারণ প্ৰজাগৰত যেতিয়া কোনো লোকে বসবাস কৰে সদায় অনিশ্চয়ৰ মাজত থাকিব লগা হয়
Reserve Bank of India Governor Shaktikanta Das today reflected on dynamic shifts in economy that are underway and stated that these will shape the future of the economy. He addressed a Confederation of Indian Industry, CII and National Council through video conferencing today. The RBI governor, while highlighting 5 major dynamic shifts in the country which needed to be converted into structural transformation, said that Indian industry will play a pivotal role and bring silent revolution in coming days. He said the 5 areas, including the farm sector, renewable energy, ICT, global value chains and infrastructure, will act as force multiplier and will lead to sizable benefits for the economy. He said the country needs $4.5 trillion for investment in infrastructure by 2030, citing Niti Aayog estimates. The RBI governor also pointed out that the coronavirus pandemic has impacted funding for startups.
Domestic supply chain becomes very critical here. Accordingly, the focus must now turn to capitalizing on the major reforms that are underway to facilitate domestic free trade in agriculture. I am reminded here.
In Meghalaya, Medical Superintendent of Shillong Civil Hospital, Dr. S.S. Nongbri, has appealed to the general public not to discriminate against doctors and staff from the institute. He clarified that all 800 contacts of the doctor who tested positive have tested negative for COVID-19. He further explained that quarantine guidelines for healthcare professionals are different from ones for general public and that a system has been put in place which would allow medical professionals to continue working in the hospital. While low-risk contacts will be attending work from their homes, high-risk contacts will be attending work from their places of quarantine. Movement of staff will be confined to travel between places of residence or quarantine and the hospital. Given the staff positions, services provided and patients under treatment at civil hospital, closing the hospital is simply not an option, Dr. Nongbri added. The nation remembers former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, popularly known as the Missile Man of India, on his death anniversary today. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has paid tributes to former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. In a series of tweets, Naidu said Dr. Kalam was an outstanding scientist, a great human being and a people's president who inspired the people of the country, particularly the youth, through his actions and words. Home Minister Amit Shah also paid tributes to former President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam on his death anniversary. Shah described Dr. Kalam as an epitome of intellect, wisdom and simplicity. Information and Broadcasting Minister Prakash Javadekar paid tributes to the noted scientist and leader Dr. Kalam. Heroic deeds and sacrifice by our armed forces in the service of the nation have been immortalized as legends, and storytelling is what the National Cadet Corps in Meghalaya came up with to pay tribute to the Kargil heroes on the occasion of 21st Kargil Divas. Faced with the COVID-19 situation, over 250 NCC cadets joined the event virtually and narrated stories of valor and gallant actions of Captain Keshin Clifford Nongrum and other Kargil heroes. The brave son of Meghalaya, Captain Keshin Clifford Nongrum, MVC Posthumous, made the supreme sacrifice in capturing Point 4812 in the Batalik sector of Kargil. He was an ex-NCC cadet and product of St. Anthony College. Reminiscing those days, his father gave out a special message on the occasion, followed by other NCC cadets. Government has banned 47 more Chinese apps. Earlier, it had banned 59 China-based apps on the grounds of national security and data privacy. Official sources said these 47 apps are clones of the previously banned Chinese apps. Last month, the government had banned Chinese apps including TikTok Lite and Hello Lite. And to end the news, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi virtually inaugurates 3 high-throughput COVID-19 testing labs in Noida, Mumbai and Kolkata. Lead improvement in Assam flood situation, 2,000 villages in 22 districts still submerged. Country surpasses 9 lakh COVID-19 recovery mark. Assam too sees less new COVID-19 cases in comparison to tests conducted. Record 5 lakh COVID-19 tests conducted in the country within 24 hours, states Indian Council of Medical Research. And Assam Chief Minister lays foundation stone of second phase of construction of houses under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana in Nagaon. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.